The air in Sarah's backyard was thick with laughter and the smell of grilling burgers, a typical summer evening. I, Emily, was chatting with a few old college friends, the years melting away with each shared memory. Then Chloe, who I hadn't seen in ages, stumbled over, her eyes a little too bright from the wine. She pulled me roughly aside, her grip surprisingly tight on my arm. Emily, she slurred, her voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper that still cut through the background noise. I, I have to tell you something. It's been eating at me for years. My brow furrowed. Chloe, are you okay? She shook her head, a wild, almost manic energy in her eyes. Remember that art school, the one you wanted so badly, the one in New York? A familiar pang. That rejection letter had reshaped my entire life, leading me down a different, less vibrant path. I'd always vaguely suspected there was something more to it, a bad word put in, but could never prove anything. Yeah, I remember, I said, a knot forming in my stomach. What about it? Chloe squeezed my arm tighter, her face inches from mine. I'm so sorry. I wrote that letter. The fake one, the really mean one, saying you were lazy and unreliable. I sent it. From your email. The words hit me like a physical blow. The noise of the party, the laughter, the music. All of it suddenly muted, replaced by a deafening hum in my ears. The world tilted. I stared at Chloe, trying to process, trying to grasp the impossible. What? I whispered, the sound barely audible. My vision blurred at the edges. I was so jealous, she sobbed, her confession spilling out now in a torrent. You were so talented. And you were going to leave, go to New York, be famous, and I didn't want to be left behind. I knew if you got in, you'd go. So I wrote that awful letter. I ruined your chances. I ruined everything. The confession wasn't a whisper anymore. It was a shriek in my mind. Not just a little ding, not a misunderstanding. This was a deliberate, calculated act of sabotage. My dream, my entire artistic future, meticulously dismantled by someone I considered a friend, all because of petty, sickening jealousy. My breath hitched. The air left my lungs in a painful rush. My hands started to tremble, not with anger yet, but with a cold, hollow shock. I felt a wave of nausea, like the carefully constructed reality of my past was shattering into a million pieces. The years I'd spent wondering, the self-doubt, the quiet resignation to a life I hadn't fully chosen, it all condensed into this singular, agonizing moment of truth. My legs felt weak, the ground beneath me unstable. Every artistic struggle, every closed door, every whispered what if, suddenly had a face. Chloe's face. I could still hear her sobbing apologies, but they were just noise. The only sound that mattered was the deafening roar of a life that could have been crashing down around me. The betrayal was so absolute, so cruelly personal. It felt like a part of me was dying right there, under the summer sky, amidst the careless joy of a party. And all I could do was stare at the face of the person who had stolen my future, utterly speechless, utterly broke.